like this. The Late Night Web Show. The Late Night Web Show. It's the Late Night Web Show. The Late Night Web Show. No, I don't like it.
Hello, everybody. Oh, Jesus. Could you turn those speakers down quite a bit? What's up, everybody? What? What? Hopefully, can everybody hear me? All right, that's what I like to, that's what I like to hear. We are down a few people tonight. This is amazing. So I just want to give it up for Travis, doing all three cameras. Travis, and give it up for Wendy and Luke in the tech room tonight. Woo! Hopefully everybody can hear me. Jesus. There really needs to be, this show doesn't even matter, as I get my teleprompter working correctly. This show doesn't even matter. What matters is the show before this show, if that makes sense. That's usually my favorite part, is just getting this show ready, because it's always calm. It's always civil. I have no idea if I'm on my mark, like what's going on. But yeah, my mom can hear. That's all that matters, right? As long as my mom can hear. All right. So I think we got the remote going. Was that not on correctly? All right. Here we go. Does this work? All right. So episode 6 of the Late Night Web Show is here. I hate to be an asshole, but can you fill up my water bottle? I didn't have time. We were ready about an hour and a half before the show. What is happening? Oh, Wendy's doing it. See, you guys are missing this. He threw a perfect, not a perfect spiral, but it was an okay spiral. Wendy dropped it. We're going to get like 10 more cameras, and the show is just going to be me attempting to do a late night show while you just watch everything that's going on around us. Because it's fun. We're with some great people tonight. So episode 6 of the Late Night Web Show, like I said, I'm skipping that whole part about you guys smashing that like button because like there's nothing to like right now. Thank you, Wendy. You could have thrown it. Thank you so much. Cool. I need some water. This is fun. Where's our second camera person?
It's not here. It's gone. Could be dead. Wow.
He texted me this morning and just like isn't here, so he could be dead. Travis is right, but I hope he's fine. I hope he's fine. I don't wish anything terrible to happen to him because he's a great dude. So last week was a little crazy. We were supposed to do a show, then the hurricane kind of hit us, but not really. And then there's just a lot of fun stuff going on, so we just didn't do a show. And now we're doing a show. So we have a guest tonight. He does a little bit of everything. You definitely know who this guest is. He's going to be coming on later, after Dumb News. You're probably wondering, Jared, what is his name? Let me tell you. He is now the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just throwing that out there. He is literally one of my best friends in the entire world. But we all know him as the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs, as I lose my teleprompter. So little fun updates that were going on in my life in the past 2 weeks, because I feel like it's been a long time since y'all have seen me. I saw the It movie last week, and everybody was talking about like how scary it was and just how great it was. And I don't know, I laughed a lot more than I was scared. I guess there were two scenes. And if you didn't see the movie yet, they follow the book to a T. I'm just kidding, they don't. If you didn't read the book, don't even worry about it. We're not that kind of show. And then also last week, Apple announced their new phones, 2 phones, an iPhone 8 and an iPhone 10, which is fun. And yeah, I am so pumped. I have like more of this silly little monologue thing, but I don't really feel like getting to it because this last week has been fun. We're gonna kind of speed this show up so we can get to our guest, just seeing what's going on. But like I said, I just wanted to take a second and thank all of you for supporting Late Night Web Show, for supporting the show, for just allowing me to have a lot of fun because this is freaking crazy. So, speaking of friends and people that I like, I want to talk for a second about somebody we all know. His name is Stu. I forget his last name, Stu Rock, or he's a Catholic, I don't know what he is. But he goes by the name of Stu, and he's done a lot of things. And most of which has been amazing. He's done some things that are just like, I wasn't that proud of, to be honest, and I'm just kidding. No, he's great. He is a director, and he's a good friend of mine, so I like to plug his stuff. He's been teasing a movie he's been working on. He had a horror movie come out last year that was called The Haunted House on Kirby Road, and I watched it, and it was pretty great, and he made a cameo in it, which is weird, and his music was in it, so it was like he made a cameo in his own movie, so it wasn't even like he had to try, he just showed up in his own movie, which if I was directing a movie, I would do it. I mean, I'm doing this whole show just cause. And yeah, and Fizz and Sprinkles, they'll also be taking a break this week. They're gonna be back in full force next week. So we'll have hopefully a full crew, some full puppets, and a nice, crazy special guest. And that's really all I got. For some reason, the streaming thing we've been promoting the last few weeks, they're down right now, so we're only on Facebook tonight. So if you're not watching, that's why. So I'm going to queue up two things. We're going to get right into the dumb news in a second. But back to Stu. His new movie is called Scarecrow. He doesn't have a release date for it yet, but he's going to hopefully soon. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this, but I want to because he's great. It's a scary movie. It's about a scarecrow, and he kills people. No, I'm just kidding. I think it's a... I don't want to give too much away, but all I know, because I have an inside source, which is Stu, that it's about a guy who kidnaps people and turns them into scarecrows. I don't know if they're alive when they're a scarecrow or if they're dead, but he has a few teasers, and I morphed them all together into one big teasing tease thing. So we're going to throw that, and then we'll be right back with some dumb news. So let's cue that Scarecrows trailer.
The bird. Aren't scarecrows supposed to scare off birds?
Obviously, this farmer doesn't know what scary means.
Dumb news segment. Why is my teleprompter down? There we go. Dumb news segment is back. I'm just going to leave this one over here. I would like to say before we get to the dumb news, well, the dumb news is actually on. We have a lot to cover because last week was a tad crazy. PewDiePie, he's a famous YouTuber last week, he called somebody the N-word while streaming. And the best part of it is I'm not going to play the clip. We're not going to do one of those throw to the clip because like I just, no. He was playing video games and somebody shot him, I guess, and he said the N-word and then was like, I meant to say asshole. And everybody was like defending him like, oh, we all get pumped during video games and we say crazy things. I've played Grand Theft Auto 3, 4, and 5, I guess, or Vice City or whatever that is. And I've never felt compelled to say that word. I've called people some very colorful things, but nothing that colorful. So PewDiePie, I would just like to say you're an idiot if you're, yeah. Thumbs down from Travis on the camera for PewDiePie. It's nice and cool in here. A woman sues loan company claiming she did not have an orgasm after paying off her loan. And this is great, but here's what happened. It was a micro loan company. She got a loan for, it was in euros, so like $80, so a micro loan or small loans with really high interest, I guess. So she got a micro loan, and when they were advertising, they said, when you pay your loan back, you're gonna feel so good that it's going to feel like you have achieved orgasm. So she paid off her loan, and she didn't get that. So now she's suing them for a bunch of money, and it's stupid. So I think that's amazing that she is suing them. If she was in America, she would definitely win 100%, because that would be false advertising and whatever. And I don't even know what damages she would seek, but I guess just money. This is a nice little thing called a monkey selfie. PETA, we all love PETA, settles in fight over rights to this dude's photo. So here's what happened. These were all from last week, so if you already heard these stories, that's why. This dude, who's a nice photographer, was taking pictures out in the wild, and a monkey grabbed his camera. And the monkey took a selfie, and it went viral, I guess, whatever that means nowadays. And everybody loved it, and it was great. So then he was obviously selling the picture to different news outlets and whatever to make some good money from it. And PETA was suing him because they were thinking that the monkey owns the copyright, therefore the monkey should receive the royalties. And they somehow settled that the monkey is going to get 25% of the royalties and the guy keeps the 75%, which I don't like PETA. I don't really believe in PETA. Not that they're bad people. I think great people work for PETA, but just like PETA as a whole, they don't really do anything for me. So the next thing was that a woman hijacked a police car. I'm sure all of you have seen this video, but this woman was on drugs. She gets arrested. They cuff her. They throw her in the police car, and then let's see. Oh, there we are. So they throw her in the police car, and then we good? Okay. Just making sure. Just like to check. They throw her in the police car, and then she gets out of the handcuffs. She gets it out from under her legs, I guess. Gets out of them somehow, steals the police car, drives it. They take her on a high-speed chase over 100 miles an hour, and then it's crazy. And then she crashes the car. They arrest her. So now she's arrested for all this other crap. And I think if you're going to go to jail, you might as well go out with a bang. You might as well just do something crazy. We're going to skip that one because that's not as fun as I thought it would be. More Hurricane Irma stuff. Let's see. Indiana couple accomplishes their life goal of visiting every, wait for it, Cracker Barrel. I'm not even joking. There was 800 something locations. They're in their 80s. They've been married for God only knows how long. And they went to every Cracker Barrel in the US and one just opened. And guess what they got as a reward? Thank you. They got, the owner of Cracker Barrel gave them a free meal which consisted of blueberry pancakes. I'd be pissed if I spent decades going to Cracker Barrel. It's not that Cracker Barrel is bad, don't get me wrong, but you could just make breakfast. Why do you have to go through their stupid stores, see Dolly Parton? I mean, she's never there, but sit down, it's okay food. And then I had a bad experience there. I ordered the chicken fried steak, which I love steak, I love chicken, I love things that are fried. So you would think I would love a steak that's deep fried, and it was disgusting. And I don't know if they just cooked it bad or whatever. I wanted to throw up all over the place. So I've been back since then, but I've always had it out for Chick-fil-A. And since it's just since Brad's wife got fired from Cracker Barrel, I don't know if you guys remember Brad's wife. Cracker Barrel has just been crazy downhill from there. So yeah, this is great. For those of you who are always saying, if you're a female, if you're one of those females that believe they're always right, that you have a husband, you're they're stupid, I'm always right. Here's this. Man argues with his wife, as we always do, saying that he's not too drunk to drive, okay? And then he sets the house on fire. So this is a pretty self-explanatory story. He's arguing with his wife. He's saying, I'm not drunk. Doesn't really say how. Sets the house on fire because he's mad at her. Gets in the car, drives away. The police pull him over. He's arrested for arson and driving under the influence. So not only was she right, now he set the house on fire. So it's great. Panera bread worker fired for calling a customer a stupid bitch on receipt. This lady ordered some sort of sandwich, and what is this? She asked them, okay, she asked for a replacement. She wanted something off of her sandwich, and she wanted watermelon on it instead. And then they wrote, I know. So then they wrote as the note, add watermelon for this stupid bitch. I think she meant to say the N-word, but as we see, it gets all confusing. When you try and say the N-word, sometimes you say asshole. Sometimes when you try and say asshole, you say the N-word. It's that. If PewDiePie does it, we're all responsible for doing it. The lady said, this is the worst part, she said, I was floored what are your morals? What does Panera Bread stand for, she asked. And then she told the manager, and the manager's like, we're gonna look into it. So she didn't like that. So then she calls the main office, and the main office is like, we're so sorry, we're gonna look into it. So then she complains about it on Facebook. It gets spread like wildfire. Then the Facebook Panera Bread's like, oh my God, we're so sorry, we're gonna look into this. So then she calls the news, and then she says, like, that's all and good, but they didn't really explain what happened, and she doesn't really feel satisfied. So I could kind of see how she's a stupid bitch. Like, she wants watermelon on her sandwich. That's stupid to begin with. She complains to the manager. The manager's like, all right, we'll fix it. She's like, no, it's not good enough. Then calls them. They're like, well, what can we do? That's not good enough. She goes on Facebook. They're like, we're sorry, I guess. And that's still not good enough. I think she wants more watermelon sandwiches. So if maybe we could start a GoFundMe. GoFundMe/Panera stupid bitch or something, and then just, we have 2 more stories left. I know this is like a whirlwind. This one comes from our very own town of South Carolina. South Carolina teachers on leave after asking students to justify the KKK. This happened in Lexington County, South Carolina. This is a real news story. He was teaching 5th grade, and the assignment he gave to the students are, you are a member of the KKK. Why do you think your treatment of African Americans is justified? And PewDiePie is like, I know, right? And I don't think anybody did the assignment. And the teacher was put on leave, and the school was like, we want kids to learn about the KKK, but not in this way. And I don't agree with this at all. I don't even see how he thought that was gonna be a good idea. But I wish the school would have let kids submit the responses. That way they could be like, this is not cool at all. Because I think even as a kid, you'd be like, what? So the teacher was trying to defend himself, saying like, oh, I was trying to get the kids to learn and explore history, but that's crazy. And we're ending this on my favorite story of the last 2 weeks. Shots fired after Ohio man chases daughter in clown mask. So an Ohio man was charged after chasing his 6-year-old daughter around the neighborhood while wearing a clown mask, and another man is charged for firing a gun. Police say that the first guy, the dude in the clown mask, was chasing his daughter because he was trying to discipline her, and that's how he disciplines her. He doesn't spank her, he doesn't hit her, he doesn't do any of that terrible parent bull crap. He just dresses up as a clown and chases her. So the daughter was running, screaming against 6-year-old girl, goes into her neighbor's car. The dad opens the door, is trying to grab her out of the car, so the neighbor's seeing this, so then the daughter gets out from the passenger side. The dude opens the door, she runs into the house screaming, help me, help me, help me, this neighbor's house. The guy fires a shot, doesn't hit the dude, and the dude gets arrested. And the dude was also charged with firing a gun under the influence. So imagine, Travis, team in the back, you're hammered. You're so hammered. And then you see a dude dressed as a clown chasing a little girl. She dives headfirst into your car, escapes, runs into your house, screaming, help me, and you shoot at the guy, and then you get arrested. Yeah, this is why we're down 2 camera people, because they did this, and they can no longer be on the show. So, woo, that was a lot of stupidity. There were actually 10 more stories that I had to cut from this show, because I feel like we could have dedicated an entire episode to dumb news. Yeah, so the dude didn't get shot, the dude's okay. I just can't even imagine. So, we're going to be queuing up our guests, so if the back room wants to get our guest ready, I just want to talk a minute. Dasani Water is our sponsor for this week. They're not, I just like drinking Dasani. It's purified water. It's enhanced with minerals for a pure, fresh taste. Dasani.
It's pronounced Dasani.
Oh, I know. But thank you. And if you're wondering, Jared, what's in Dasani water? Dasani, no, it's not. It's Dasani. It has purified water, magnesium sulfate, potassium chloride, salt, and then in little asterisks it says adds a negligible amount of sodium. And minerals are added for taste, purified by reverse osmosis. So if you're thirsty, if you're in the mood for some quenching, you get some Dasani water in you, and you're good to go. So our team is getting Stu on the line. Next week, Stu's here. Okay, so Stu, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Can you
All
hear me?
right, let me, sorry Stu, I'm losing my voice. Let me walk over here to the monologue spot. And so Stu, How does it feel to be the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Hold on a minute. Can you just do me a favor real quick?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just tweeting my appearance right now. As we discussed in my rider, I was able to tweet once you said that I was the guest. I was able to tweet it out, right?
Yeah, otherwise I was going to hang up on you and never speak to you again, Stu.
Okay, so just let me I'm going to hit send. Anything you'd like me to write? I wrote, I'm on live with Jared right now. Anything else?
Maybe like a link, maybe facebook.com/Friday Night Cranks.
I've got the link. I've got the link.
Okay, maybe like, I don't know, that I look good tonight with a winky face.
But I look good tonight?
No, that I do, that Jared looks good tonight. Not great, but good.
He looks good tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
Okay. Not great, but good.
Yes, and then tweet. That's all you need. That's all I request from you.
Winky face.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. A heart, if there's room. I think we're already at 140 characters.
We're done.
Okay, cool. I see it. I retweeted it. So, Stu.
Hold on. I'm not done.
Stu!
Can you just do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you please say the name of the brand of the water that you were just drinking one more time?
Oh, you're talking about Destiny water.
I have never, okay? I have never.
You've never heard of Destiny water?
No. I've heard of Dasani water.
No, Stu.
Never heard of
you
Dasani.
and your Canadians with your crap. It's Destiny.
That cannot be real.
Try saying it with me.
We should phone Dasani.
Nope,
and see
Dasani.
how they say it. It's definitely not Dasani. You are out of your fucking mind. That is weirder than watermelon sandwiches, okay?
Nope, Stu, just say it once. Just say it once. You'll love it.
Dasani.
See? Isn't that great? Say it again.
No, it's wrong.
Say it again.
Wrong. Dasani.
You see? Destiny water. That's my movement. I don't ask for much in life. I just ask that everybody calls it Destiny water.
That is fucking bizarre.
No, I like it, Stu.
Dasani.
Destiny. Anyways, let's talk about how you're now the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Sorry, real quick. Stu, shout out to Lightning FNC.
Okay.
Shout out.
Okay.
Anyway, I am the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yep.
You know can you see the C there? That's what that means.
Yes.
So just in case, if I don't play that great, I'm also prepared to be the assistant captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I have that ready just in case I get downgraded. So that's a different sweater. But the Toronto Blue Jay season coming to an end, hockey season about to begin. It's hockey time.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I watched one episode of hockey ever. It was like season 2 before the networks really picked it up and before all the brands got involved, like Destiny water.
I was just gonna say the one thing that is more bizarre than you saying Destiny water is saying that you saw an episode of hockey once.
I did. It was a great episode. It was just the right amount of time. Like football, when you watch a series of football online or you watch a scoring of baseball, it's all long and drawn out. But the episode I watched of hockey, it was great. It wasn't even like the highlight episode, so it wasn't even like the season recap. It was just like, I think it was like the mid-season finale of the episode of hockey, I think.
That's good stuff. I can see why you have a live late night web show, because you are hilarious.
Oh, thank you. So, but on the real, Stu, how have you been?
Yes, I've been very good, man. I have missed interacting with you live on the interwebbings. It has been quite some time. The last time I spoke to you live on the interwebbings would have been at the finale week of the Friday Night Cranks show.
Yeah, that was over a year ago.
Which is insane. And I stopped doing Sunday Night Stew. Neither of us has been doing this, and the fact that you have reinvented yourself once again is just impressive. And I think this is going to be great. You got to work out the kinks.
Oh yeah, lots of kinks.
But I think you are onto something, and there's a lot of kinky people out there that actually wouldn't mind the kinks. That's part of your charm.
The kinks are great, Stu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But life is good. I've been directing movies. I like that you promoted my movie Scarecrows, plural.
Oh, sorry, Scarecrows. Sorry.
Yes,
I think I said
which
Scarecrow.
It's all good. You say Dastiny, so...
Yeah, the Dastiny Scarecrow, yes.
Yes. So that's going to be coming out soon. I also recently did a documentary on baseball cards.
Oh, okay, so you did a baseball, episode show kind of thing?
Yes, an episode of baseball.
Cool.
So that's going to be coming out soon. And of course, there's other things going on. Everything's good. I still am doing TSM radio.
Wow.
And
So how long have you been doing that for people who don't know you?
11 3/4 of a year, coming up on 12 years.
That
Longest
is crazy.
running podcast of all time. Insane.
And you've been
So I
doing it
still
every
do that.
week.
Every week. Every week.
That's
And
impressive.
also, this is an even more special night, Jared. I'm not sure if you know this already, but I know your audience for sure knows this.
Oh, boy.
But this is a very special night because this tomorrow, Jared, or today, depending on when you're watching this, or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this, or last week, depending on when you're watching this, a few months ago.
Okay,
depending
we
on
get
when
it,
you're
Stu. We
watching
get
this,
it.
You know, last year.
Yeah, last
depending
year.
on when you're watching this, it's the Jewish New Year.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I-
So what do you
kind
Jews
of-
do on the New Year?
I actually, don't go get all PewDiePie on me, okay? You
Oh,
relax
wait.
with
Oh,
this.
sorry. Am I allowed? I meant because for those, Stu is Jewish.
We
So
prefer to be called non-Christians.
non-Christians. Okay, so what do you non-believers do?
Non-believers. It's New Year's Eve, baby. I mean, we make New Year's resolutions. There's a Jewish New Year's special.
Huh.
The matzah ball drops in L'chaim Square.
Wow.
It is a very, very big holiday. You know?
When you bring up all of those things, Stu, I'm craving. It's weird. I'm hungry. Like when you were saying all those things, I'm craving like a jalapeno turkey burger from Carl's Jr.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're feeling that. They came out in like 2013-ish. It was like New
Yeah.
Year's 2013.
Is this a segue?
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
Are you trying to segue to some like? What are you getting at?
Do you hear the tech room losing their minds right now, Stu?
What are they yelling? Not ready, not ready?
No, they're laughing because I may have talked about what we're going to discuss right now. For those who don't know, do you want to explain? Are we allowed to talk about this? Because we never really talked about this.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, man. This is your show. Just remember, someday you will be a guest on my show.
Okay. Well, let's just break because we are doing live shows, and you have a lot of experience doing live. Do you want to explain maybe what I need to look out for while doing this live show that you've learned from doing?
All I can say to you is that like whatever you think you're going through, whatever troubles you think you're going through, are a walk in a beautiful park, my friend. So, you are fine. Your technical prowess is. As my friends in Mexico would say, on fuego.
Thank you. Does that mean on fleek?
On fuego. Definitely.
Okay. Well,
Sorry,
thank you.
I just have my assistant is just.
Hi, hello.
Yes.
I just want to clear an order with you.
Yes.
They're going to order pickle barrel.
Pickle barrel.
Or one solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Pete's Deli. Oh yeah, I want that.
Okay,
And a matzo ball soup with noodles.
But however-
You have to write in the notes, add noodles.
Oh, it doesn't come?
Well, sometimes they fuck you on the noodles.
Every time.
We can split some sort of a dessert. Chocolate cake, maybe.
Oh, could you get me one too?
Yeah, make it a double.
Yes.
Sorry, just ordering some deli. It's the Jewish New Year.
It is. So, Stu, where are you now? Because you've been like bouncing around between Toronto and LA. So where are you currently?
Well, currently I am in Toronto.
Ooh.
So that's where I am. So for those that were guessing, you won if
Cool.
you guessed Toronto.
Cool. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody was guessing, but yeah.
Can I just give some quick shout outs to at LNWS quotes?
Sorry, before you do that, I would like to say our Stu shoutouts are sponsored by Dasani Water. You can continue,
Yes.
Stu.
Yes, James the nerd, obviously
he's a
huge
good
shout
one.
out to that guy. He's been around for ages.
Yeah,
Of course,
I think he's older than me.
Nate Dogg the PM, Mini Tangled. Wow, these are names I have not said in a long time. My good buddy Tim Fang Zulted. You know
Oh
who
yeah,
that is?
Tim. Yep, Tim's an
Of
OG.
course, official Spider-Ma. You
Yep.
know who that is. That's Tyler.
Yep.
And those are my shout-outs for this moment. I apologize. You guys can, if you want shout-outs, you know what to do.
What do they do, Stu? In case they don't know.
They just tweet me and tweet at Late Night Web Show.
Okay.
And we'll see them and give shout-outs. That's what we do around here. That's called interactivity.
Yes. Yep.
So anyway, I did a New Year's show. I think that's what you're getting at.
Yes.
Now, there is a clip that you probably don't have where I'm on K-Rock with Stryker and I'm explaining exactly what happened.
Okay.
But you
So
guys
would
just
you like
are-
to explain for
you guys
those who
are
have
just-
not seen
You guys are just
anything?
slanderous, You guys are trying to set me up here for a 187. I get it.
Right.
Murder was the case that they gave me. I get it. But yeah, Jamie Kennedy and myself hosted a New Year's special live,
Yep.
and it was a beautiful disaster.
Okay. Would you like to elaborate, or should I talk about it?
I mean, I'd like to hear your account of it.
Okay, because I actually watched this live. So
Yeah.
So it's New Year's, and from what I've heard, the rumors, and Stu can explain himself, they had this whole great New Year's Eve show. They had guests. They had all this stuff lined up. They had some nice sponsors. And as the show started, I guess their stage manager went missing. They lost communication with everybody. So the show just like crashed right off the bat. So it was a few hours of like people not knowing if they're on, if their cameras are on, if their mics are on. Somebody named Stu dropped some F-bombs on live television. And then from clips that I've seen online, stuff was just being queued for no reason. Apparently, you guys didn't have a clock, so you guys missed the countdown, and then it ended with a brawl on the stage. Is that what happened? I'm going to take a silence as a maybe, a solid maybe.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, no matter what I say, you have some sort of evidence.
I have the video, and we're not going to throw to it because like we're not doing that tonight. But like, if people should, well, you could just Google like Jamie Kennedy, Stu Stone New Year's, and it's great. But Wendy said it's genius, and
Oh, thank you. Well, that's why me and Wendy get along. You
Right,
know,
exactly.
She sees the genius that I am.
Yes.
And she appreciates the genius that I am, and that's why I appreciate Wendy. And more, I wish there was more Wendys out there. Put it
yes,
that way.
yeah, there's not enough Wendy's. Now, Stu,
enough
I have to
Wendy's.
ask, probably what everybody's asking is, something like that only happens for two reasons. One, it's planned and it's genius, and it was executed to perfection, or you had an entirely different show planned, and the cluster that we saw was like a crazy accident.
You know, listen, man.
I'm listening.
I have to be careful with my words here. I would like to say that listen, Jamie Kennedy is the king of pranks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's not out of the realm that Jamie's New Year's special would be designed to be crazy, right?
Exactly.
Now,
Yep.
there are certain things that you cannot plan for, as you alluded to, that just, the combination of the cast of characters involved and the beautiful disaster that is going on, sometimes you get lightning in a bottle, and like I said, sometimes you can fail upwards. Sometimes something is so bad that it's good.
Right. Is that what it was?
Well, that's what it ended up being, so that's what it'll go down in history as. I mean, I've never heard of anyone ever discussing another New Year's special after the fact, ever. I can't even think, hey, remember New Year's 97 when nobody talks about New Year's specials, and this is the one,
Yep.
this is the one that left an imprint. And you know what? I can proudly say that if that was the Titanic, I was the guy playing the violin and stayed on the boat the whole fucking way down. So
Well, good. That takes balls, especially in the moment for hours on end. And
it was definitely an emotional night, but I can tell you what went wrong. The satellite truck that we had interfered with the sound waves of our walkie-talkies. So when we were broadcasting live, the truck could not communicate with us. So the whole night was like a guessing game of like, are we on? Are we not on? And it just became either you jumped overboard and went like the Kathy Bates route, or you stayed on the boat and you played the violin and you cried, and that's what I did. And I'm proud. I'm proud to say that I'm alive and well. I survived, and I even have some artifacts from the Titanic for a museum someday.
Well, good.
So,
and that's ballsy, and that's amazing. And my question to you is, because I loved it personally.
listen, in hindsight, I think it was the fucking greatest thing ever.
It was.
Living through it was an adventure in stress, but it was still like exhilarating, man. It was so fucking crazy. You have no idea.
Oh, I can't even, just doing this show,
Yeah,
I just think is,
imagine this show except with like way more moving parts and like on 22 stations up and down the West Coast.
that's amazing. Now, my question to you is, would you ever do a New Year's Eve show that's like that again. Like
Of course.
you be that guy that does the terrible New Year's shows like on purpose.
Listen, I can tell you right now, and we've never had this discussion.
Nope.
You know, and Wendy and I have never had this discussion. You know what I mean? Lightning FNC and I have never had this discussion.
Well, good.
Zytro Musics and I have never had this discussion. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We've never had these discussions. But Jamie and I, of course, wanted to do it again. And we actually had Marilyn Manson agreeing to play on it. We were going to reach out to Wu-Tang Clan. We were going to do this every single year. The fact that that the language that got on the air, thanks to like Bone Thugs and Harmony, our musical guest, and some random guy that was yelling F-bombs that you couldn't see on camera, and it's never been quite proven who it was, that has caused us to have a delay in being able to acquire the proper certification to have a live broadcast on television. So we are waiting out there's a time limit in which eventually we will not be frowned upon anymore, and then we will hopefully be able to do it again.
Gotcha.
But right now, there isn't a lot of people that would be lining up to give Jamie Kennedy and Stu Stone a live broadcast license on New Year's Eve based on what went down. That's the best answer I have for you. But maybe we could do it live on the on late night web.
I was just about to say that, Stu. Like you have
By the way,
an extended invitation from me. You have a license. You have whatever you need. If you want to do New Year's here.
Technically, this is my first time live for a New Year's special since that special because it's the Jewish New Year's.
Wow. So if this show keeps going how it is, this would technically be your best New Year's Eve show yet.
This actually, so far, so good.
Well, good, because I was worried. I'm glad I didn't know that ahead of time because I would put way too much pressure on everybody.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. So, moving on, there were going to be a few games that I want to play with you. I think we're just going to play one due to just to avoid some technical aspects that I was trying to test with you.
I mean, listen, I can do this anytime you want. You know,
okay.
I can come back here again. I can come back here again after that.
Yep.
I can come back here,
Again after that. Yeah. Okay. Just one more pause, everybody. Stu and I would like to thank Dasani Water. Stu, take it away.
I mean, Dasani Water, the official name that it is not called Dasani Water.
Dasani.
It's also like pronounced Dasani.
Nope. No, they actually hate that. By the way, it's always Dasani. They're trying to remarket their how people see them. Stu.
I mean, I honestly feel like you sound like a crazy person.
It's Dasani Water, Stu.
It's definitely not. Why don't you ask Wendy?
No. She is not the tiebreaker right now. But we'll see next week. I'll call them. I'll see what's going on with Dasani Water. But the one game I want to play with you, I don't know if you've heard, Stu. Oh, there's another thing we need to discuss.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
Hold on a second. I'm a little parched. I'm just going to have some of this snap play.
What flavor is it, Stu?
Lemon.
Oh, Lemon Snape. Great.
Snapple. Snap play.
Snaple, yes.
Snap play. It's actually, I said T-I. T-I.
Okay. And after you unpart yourself.
Hold on a minute. I'm a little hungry. I think I'm going to crack into this box of Oreos.
Oh, the Oreos. You don't want a jalapeno turkey burger from Carl's Jr., Stu?
I definitely don't.
I feel like I struck a nerve with you, and I feel so bad because we're live. But on to fun stuff. Speaking of New Year's, last New Year's, this was my New Year's last year. I was in Canada. I was in your hometown. We actually...
My hometown of Canada.
Yes, your whole entire city of Canada. I was kind of in Toronto. I was good in good old Stony Creek with Fizz and Sprinkles. And I drank a lot, I think, and woke up the next morning. And you texted me that you were on the front page of TMZ, which is horrifying as your friend. Like to see like a link from you. You're on the front page of TMZ, but it was great. You were talking about the Magic School Bus reboot.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Okay, but can you talk, because they did release a trailer.
They did release a trailer, yes.
They did, and people have some mixed feelings for it. I think it's great. People are like, oh, it's ruining my childhood, but grow up, you're in your 30s, this isn't meant for you. am I right that this is like, they're rebooting it so like kids can now discover the Magic School Bus again, not grown adults learning about crap?
I mean, listen, it's a blessing to have been a part of the Magic School Bus. I'll tell you that.
Okay, so just to catch everybody up to speed, Stu was the voice of Ralphie. He also reprised his role in Friday Night Cranks as Ralphie. So you can't speak on your involvement of the new Magic School Bus yet, can you?
Honestly, I know nothing about the new show that I can speak on, but I can tell you about the old show.
Okay.
And the old show is a classic, and it ended up teaching kids in the classroom for 20 years, man. That's like insane.
I grew up on it, and I'm sure everybody here did too.
Several generations grew up on it. It's impressive. And you know what? It was one of the first cartoons that like was successful at kind of being educational while being entertaining at the same time. And that's hard to do. You know, you can think of a few shows that have been successful. Sesame Street's one of them, and maybe Magic School Bus. You know, I can't think that many more. So it's pretty cool. Being Ralphie is the greatest. It's like, how do you get better than being Ralphie? I can be in a room with like the biggest celebrities in the world, and when it gets to my turn to say what I'm in, I can say I'm Ralphie, and that's just as good as anything that they're going to say.
Yep. And that's amazing. So it was fun having you do the voice on Friday Night Cranks and all that stuff. So
it was the best.
I don't want to push too hard though, but like, so you can't say if like you may or may not have like went in there to like talk to them, or like you can't give us anything. Honest to God,
I cannot do it, Jared. I love you. I would if I knew anything that I was able to talk about. But like, I guess that people should I can say that people should watch it and support it and
it comes out next week.
I think it comes out next week.
Yeah, it comes out next week.
It's definitely really cool. It's special. It's exciting, and you know, I wish all the best for the success of that show.
So how old were you, I guess, when you did the Magic School Bus?
I was about 34. You know, a little older than the other kids, but it worked.
Right. Now, did you watch all of the episodes? Like, did you learn along with everybody else growing up, or you just didn't want anything to do with it?
No. Well, you know, it was. I've seen the episodes for sure. I've seen the episodes. Now it's been years. I mean, listen, I couldn't tell you about specific episodes. I vaguely remember scenarios where we turned into dinosaurs or went into the ocean and turned into a fish or something, or a butterfly. Right. And I do know that the bus went inside of Ralphie.
Yes, I actually have that book, which
was you know, one of the more famous Ralphie episodes.
Yes.
You know, where the bus is ingested in Ralphie, and then you know, it has to exit Ralphie some way too.
Exactly.
So that's an adventure. So you know, that prepared me for my adulthood, and you know, I learned a valuable lesson. No, but you know what? Listen, it was a great time.
Okay.
It was a great time.
So now we're gonna play a game right now. I'm gonna quiz you on how well you know the Magic School Bus.
Okay.
Okay. And the game is a variation of two truths and one lie. So without hands off the keyboard, so you can't cheat. I'm gonna name 3 episodes of the Magic School Bus. 2 of them are real, and 1 of them is made up.
Okay, hold on. Can I reward myself a prize in this game?
You can have an Oreo, yes.
So if I get one wrong, then I have to eat an Oreo.
If you get one wrong? No, if you get one right.
If I get one right, I get to eat an Oreo.
Yeah.
And if I get one wrong, then I have to take a sip of Snapley.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you get them all wrong, which is really hard to do, you will have to call Dasani water Dasani for the rest of your life.
I can't make a rest of my life promise on that, but maybe for like a few hours.
Okay, that'll do. Okay, so here are the first 3.
Yes.
Goes to seed, escapes grave danger.
Hold on a minute. Goes to seed?
Goes to seed. Let me read all 3. Goes to seed, escapes grave danger, kicks up a storm.
Okay.
Which one is not a real episode?
So 2 of those are real episodes?
2 of those are real. 1 of them I made up.
Okay, I will tell you that kicking up a storm sounds familiar, so I'm going to say that's a real one.
Okay.
Goes to seed, S-E-E-D?
Yes.
And then the other one was what?
Escapes grave danger.
I don't think we ever escaped grave danger. I believe if there was a Halloween episode, maybe.
Did you guys go to Seed?
Going to Seed sounds like really like a typo that you may have read. Like, because I know we went to sea, but did we go to Seed?
Seed.
Like maybe we learned about flowers that episode.
Okay, so which one is not the episode?
I'm gonna say grave danger.
That is correct. That is false. Goes to Seed. You guys learned all about seeds and planting. Kicks Up a Storm was all about weather. So good job.
Hold on. You know what that means?
Oreos.
Fresh. Just cracked them. Nothing better than a freshly cracked bag of Oreos.
I love the fact that like people watching have no idea like how much of this we're just weighing. All right, so you're ready for the next three?
Yeah, I like this game a lot.
Okay, number 1, Rulers of the World. 2, Gets Ants in Its Pants. 3, Wet All Over.
Wait,
All over.
Two of those are real?
Yeah, yes.
Wow. One at a time, please.
Wait, what?
Can you repeat the first one again?
Sure, first one, Rulers of the World.
Rulers of the world?
Yes.
Can you use it in a sentence?
The children explored all of the different rulers of the world.
Rulers of the world.
Yes.
Okay, the second one?
Gets ants in its pants.
Gets ants in its pants. That sounds like a ticklish episode.
And
Okay.
3, wet all over.
Wet all over.
Let me say it as Brandon. It's wet all over, Stu.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that ants in your pants is probably a real one.
Okay.
Where we like became ants or something like that, and we went into people's pants.
Okay.
I don't know what was going on in there, but maybe that was, I don't know. I'm gonna go with that's a real one. Rulers of the World does not sound like, I don't remember that one. And then Wet All Over, are you sure that's not like a Brazzers parody of Magic School Bus?
This is off the real official Wikipedia, and these aren't even the new episodes. These are just the episodes you were in.
That's not a Pornhub,
No,
you know, one
no,
of those,
it's
like,
not a Ted
you know, when they
Cruz-liked
do-
video.
You know when they do those adult movies that are like a parody? It's
Right.
like, you know, the Fast and the Furriest, stuff like that, you know?
Right, yeah, no, there was no, as
Like,
far as I
like,
know, I didn't look,
Like
I didn't
the
look
Mad-
for the porn.
Like the Madge Dick School Bus.
God. Which one is not real, Stu?
I'm going to go with Rulers of the World. I don't remember ever.
You are correct. That was not a real episode. Ants in
God,
His
hold
Pants was obviously about ants, and Wet All Over, you guys explored water. Into what capacity, I have no idea.
Oreo time.
Yes. Okay, you ready again? Nope.
This is by far the best, most fun I've ever had doing a show.
Well, good.
Ever.
Well, that's why I like to hear. That's why we do this. Let me know when you're
right.
ready for your
I'm
next
ready.
batch. You ready? Okay.
Ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, the next 3. Number 1, ups and downs. Number 2, makes a stink. And number 3, frizzle frazzle.
Wow. Whew, that is tough.
Yep,
I gotta
ups and
tell ya.
downs, makes a stink, frizzle frazzled.
Okay, I'm going to say ups and downs is probably real,
Probably.
because maybe we were learning about gravity or something,
Okay.
but maybe not. Maybe that's like too obvious. What was the second one? Something about dicks? What?
No, makes a stink.
Oh, makes it stink. That seems like a potential real episode. What's the third one?
Frizzle frazzled.
Frizzle frazzled. I'm gonna go with that. Frizzle frazzled is not the real one.
That is correct. You are killing
Wow.
this.
Holy shit! Holy shit! That's another Oreo.
All right. Are you ready for this is your final batch. You're 3 for 3 so far.
Takes a really long time to do cooking.
Yeah, I can't really see you, but I imagine you just eating so many Oreos.
I'll tell you though, Jared, we could go all night. This box of Oreos has about 56
Wow.
cookies in here. So,
Well,
I mean,
if you get this last one right, you can have the rest of them on camera, and we won't end the show until you're done, if that's what you want.
no, that's not what I want.
Okay.
I just ordered matzo ball soup. You know,
Okay.
I can't be spoiling my appetite.
So, are you ready for your final batch?
Yes.
Dasani
I do.
Water, the non-official sponsor of Late Night Web Show.
A quick shout out, by the way, to Nintendo Omega.
Yes.
And of course, Leanne, the
Okay.
lovely Leanne. She's watching over in the UK.
Okay, what up?
And I think that's all the shout outs I have at the moment.
Okay, good. You're I mean, I love Stu shouts, but
Yeah.
or Stu whispers, as they were at one point. Your final three: shows and tells, blows its top, God, recess. Shows and tells, blows its top,
Wow,
and
both
recess.
of those. Now, two of those, both have a Pornhubish kind of
Exactly.
parody vibe to them.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of innuendos.
Almost every episode was like this. I was trying to find like regular sounding episodes, but they were all pretty bizarre. They haven't aged well.
Magic School Bus blows its load.
Blows its top, Stu.
Oh, I thought you said blows its load.
No, I would never write that. But one of these is not real.
Okay, so wait, which one is real? Got that Jewish New Year joke? Israel?
Oh, okay. We'll go with it. Okay.
Israel?
Yep. Okay.
One more time, one at a time, slowly, please.
Okay. Shows and tells, not show and tell. Shows and tells.
I don't know what that episode would even be about.
Recess.
That sounds like a
Blows
fake.
its top.
He blows its top has to be real, because that sounds like maybe we were like learning about geysers or something,
Okay.
or a volcano or something.
Okay.
Recess sounds like a YouTube remake or something that was like done years later. That's the one that kind of has a red flag to me.
Okay.
Recess. I'm gonna go with Recess. This is a fake one.
You are correct. That was fake.
Wow.
Shows and tells, you guys allegedly learned about archaeology.
Oh.
And blows its top, you explored the inside of a volcano.
I got that right. Holy fuck.
You did. So you were 4 out of 4 on old Magic School Bus episodes. I should have done more, but I figured that these were the trickiest. But that's amazing. I was not expecting you to get all of them right. Now, did you voice all of these episodes? Do they sound familiar now that we're talking about them?
I voiced every episode, so if there was an episode, I voiced it. So yes, I was definitely in all of those episodes. Do I remember them? There's no way. I don't know. Kicks Up a Storm sounds like a familiar one to me.
Okay. Blows its top. That didn't like stick with you
No.
over the years?
Inside Ralphie, that one I for sure know.
Right. Yeah. No, I left that off the list because that was too easy.
Frizzle Frazzle, never heard of it.
Yeah, that wasn't real.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I could definitely play this game again.
Okay.
In the future, but it was really fun.
Okay.
That was a good one. Yeah.
And
Good game.
I had one other game that we were going to play, but we're going to not just because I want to get some stuff situated. I actually want to make it harder for you. So before the end of this year, we'll get you on again.
Okay.
Before the American New Year. And we'll...
Oh, it's only an American holiday?
Well, kind of, I guess.
They don't celebrate New Year anywhere else.
Nope, just in America. The New
Oh.
York City Dick Clark New Year, also the Stu Stone California New Year,
Yes.
That's before that happens.
Fair enough.
Anything you want to plug before we start wrapping this whole thing up? 'Cause-
Interesting that you should mention that because I was literally just fidgeting with this plug. That is a coincidence. I was literally bored by your New Year's thing
Okay.
that you were saying, and I just started fidgeting.
Right.
And I was fidgeting with this plug, and then you somehow using mental telepathy,
Yep.
you managed to say plug, and here we are. So I'd like to plug my phone in. That's why I was playing with this, but I'm going to need to get a wire because it's some assembly required.
Right.
With this plug.
Yeah.
So you have to get a wire, and much like the bus went inside Ralphie, you take the thing and there it is right there, and it goes inside this, right?
Yeah, I know how phones work, Stu. Yep.
And then you plug it in the wall, and then you're able to charge your intelligent telephone device.
Gotcha.
So that is what I would like to plug,
Okay.
along with Scarecrows and reruns of the original Magic School Bus series. Now streaming on Netflix.
Oh yeah, every episode's now on Netflix. If you guys want to
Yeah.
relive your childhood, or you're wondering who is this man on the screen.
If you want to see Magic School Bus blow its top, if you want to see Magic School Bus,
You want to see ups and downs, you want to see them get wet all over, all of that is on Netflix.
rules the world, Magic School Bus blows its top, all the classics.
Yeah.
Magic School Bus.
And if
blows
you
its
get
load.
bored, if anybody gets bored, just go to Wikipedia, look up all of the old Magic School Bus episodes, and just be confused that a team of adults making a kid's show was like, yeah, this will be fine.
Really funny. Real quick, Stu Whisper to James the Nerd. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Taking requests. Listen, that's how I make money these days.
Stu Whispers.
People pay me extra for a Stu Whisper. They PayPal me, and then I do the Stu Whisper.
Gotcha.
and
So
maybe
do you do the Stu
okay.
shouts for free, and then you kind of, to get an
That's how I
audience, and
get
then you
you.
charge them for the whispering?
That's how I get you. That's how I get you.
That's
you know?
amazing.
The first shout is free. It's
Gotcha.
the whisper that is the premium, and then maybe a confetti cannon goes off, shit goes crazy.
Yeah, it blows its top, pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha. I like that. And plug your Twitter, I guess.
At Stu Stone is my Twitter.
Yep.
On Instagram, I can be found at Stu Stoned. The D is silent.
Oh, okay. So you were Stu Stone on Twitter, and then you got stoned for Instagram.
Well, but someone else took Stu Stone and never posted on it. So if you know how to get that account back for me, I will give.
It was probably a Friday Night Cranks person.
Well, if that person's watching or knows the person, I'd like to get that account. I will give Stu BJ's out for that one. That would be really big. I would like to give a shout out to Wendy on that note, as well as your parents on that note.
I'm very confused where this is going.
I'm just giving shout outs to people.
Oh, okay.
These are freebies.
Oh,
you know?
okay. You're giving free shout outs.
Shout out to Cable Guy Jeff.
I love him.
And of course, all the people that are watching. And if you keep in tune with my social media, you'll see when my movies will come out, and you can hopefully watch them and rate them on IMDb with lots of stars.
Yes. Do you happen to know when Haunted House on Kirby Road is getting a U.S. release?
I mean, we have been working on that. Believe you me, we have been working on that, and there are several companies that are looking to make it happen. But it's unfortunately the movie business, and there's business side of it, and I don't deal with the business.
Right.
So I'm sort of waiting on pins and needles myself to try to let you know. But it will be happening, and people will get a chance to watch it, and that's going to be great.
And if you can't wait, Stu probably doesn't condone this, but I do. The reason why I watched it is because I made a iTunes account, said I was in Canada, PayPal'd myself Canadian money, and used that PayPal to buy the movie, and it worked. So
I mean, that's incredibly ingenious that you did that. So that's some Ocean's 11 shit. That's some Ocean's 12 shit.
Thank you.
That's some like Too Fast, Too Furious shit.
Oh, I know.
That's some like, the Fast and the Furious shit. That is really, really great that you did that. And if people want to do that, that just is crazy. Hopefully the movie will be worth all that effort when you watch it.
I enjoyed it. I laughed. I liked how you
had.
had the little cameo. I forget which song it was, but you had a Stu Stone song as like a ringtone. And then you were at the end of the movie. And I didn't even notice until my girlfriend pointed out. She's like, is that Stu? I'm like, oh, yeah, it is. Wow.
It's really funny.
So it was great.
Yes. Well, Jared, love you, buddy.
I love you.
Congratulations on your show. And I wish you all the best, my friend. I wish you all the best.
Well, thank you,
Happy
Stu.
Jewish New Year. Do you have any Jewish New Year's resolutions before I hang up?
Oh, I was going to ask, I forgot to ask what yours was, but mine's probably to go to church more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's that's non-conventional, but we'll take it.
Okay. What about you? What are your resolutions?
Probably to go less. Honestly, I'm like, don't really care what people believe in. I just think that people, and let's get deep now for a second, deeper than when the Magic School Bus went into the ocean. I I just want people to live happy lives. So whatever you believe in, God bless you. Just be good. Just be good to each other. We are living in turbulent times, folks. And I'm not talking about the time when the Magic School Bus turned into an airplane. I'm talking about turbulent times, metaphorically. Let's just try to get along a little bit better. Let's not use language that PewDiePie uses when playing video games.
Yep.
You know, let's not pronounce water companies incorrectly.
Stu, they are paying me to rebrand them.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you continue.
Yeah. I'd like to wish everybody a happy Jewish New Year. And I love all of you. And shout out to everybody.
Yes. And Stu, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show. We will have you back before the end of the year. But the games are going to get harder. I thought this was going to be hard for you, but you proved me wrong. I just want you to know the next time you see me, things are going to be so much harder for you.
That came out really weird.
Oh, it was supposed to.
And suggestive. Like the next time I see you, I'm going to be really hard.
No, that's not what I said. I said things are going to be so much harder for you.
Oh, so you're saying that I'm just have like a chub right now?
No, I'm saying I'm saying in terms of games, in terms of what we do together on the show, that things are going to be much more harder for you.
Oh, okay, more difficult.
No, Stu.
Good night, Jared.
I love you, Stu. Thank you very much. And thank you for all of you who have tuned into the show. We're going to be back next week. We're going to have, hopefully, some studio audience members. We're hopefully going to have our camera people back. Shout out to Travis for running around, doing his thing. Thank you to Wendy and Luke in the tech room. My earpiece is really deep in my ear canal. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it out tonight. I hope so, because it's starting to hurt. I don't think it was supposed to go this deep in my ear. Maybe that should be a Magic School Bus episode. For the new episodes. Thank you to Stu. He's great. I love him. He has been helping me for the last 10 years or so. His show, Sunday Night Stu, is the inspiration for Friday Night Cranks. And when I had this idea for the late night web show, I went to him. We had breakfast. We sat down in Canada, told him all of my ideas, and he's like, dude, you need to go for it. And it's been helping creatively every week, kind of just help with this show. So thank you, Stu. If you're still here, if you hung up, you're probably still watching. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. And thank you all of you for watching. I will see you next week at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going to have a crazy show. I don't want to give away too much, but it's going to be great. And we're going to be working on bringing some people in on this show from Myrtle Beach, some civilians, and we're going to have some fun with a bunch of random people. And it's going to be great. So that's not going to be next week, maybe in 2 weeks. We're going to have the first late night web show competition. And it's going to be hilarious. And I will be participating, and it's not going to end well for me. If the rules are if you throw up, you lose. So I am probably going to lose. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you all for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this. Ooh, are we 3 minutes over? Look at us having a full hour. Thank you all. Love you all. See you soon. And good night. Woo!
Late night web show. It's a late night web show. Ta-da! Oh, late night web show. It's the web night late show. Wait. Is that even it? Let's try it more like this. The late night web show.